course.
Okay, thank you, Bu Ani. Good morning, Bapak Ibu. Thank you for coming to our sessions. Allow me to share the screen. I hope that I can wait just a minute. Okay. So can everyone see the screen already? Yes. Bapak Ibu?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. We can
Okay.
see.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, this morning I would like to share with all of you about my paper entitled An Integrated Program to Support Primary Teachers in Literacy Instruction. I'm representing Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, and I would like to introduce you with the other two authors. Unfortunately, they couldn't come. There is Professor Bahrudin Mustafa. He's the professor in literacy, and Ibu Ginkin Gustin, PhD. She's also one of the lecturer, focusing on literacy as well. So I would like to start with the why I chose this. To write this paper because we can, I think we see that in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0, the 6 Cs. So I think to highlight, I try to highlight the 6 Cs of 21st century learning that must be incorporated into curriculum. So it means that literacy becomes a crucial factor to foster those skills and should be instilled in curriculum. And nowadays, literacy has shifted to multiliteracy as a new basic of literacy learning in the social, culture, and multimodal communication world, and especially in the primary school classrooms. Multiliteracy pedagogy is applied to give students chances to use multimodality of meaning making in daily life. And multiliteracy in Indonesia, in the case of Indonesia, has been applied actually in the 2013 curriculum, where students learn through multimodal resources. And our Ministry of Education and Culture has also launched Gerakan Literasi Sekolah as part of schools program to promote student literacy and to, I think, to overcome the problems that I think we all know that, according to PISA, our literacy rate is still low. So that's why one of the reasons the government launched this Gerakan Literasi Sekolah as a part of literacy movement, national movement. And the pilot project, according to Saftiawan in 2019, the pilot project of GAIL has revealed that students' literacy have increased to 61%. So that means we can see that literacy, this Gerakan Literasi Sekolah has good impact in literacy in education. That's the case in literacy as in general in Indonesia. Yet some barriers found in literacy practice in English language teaching, since we all here are in English language teaching education. So according to EF English Proficiency Index, our literacy practice in English language teaching or our English still low, in the low level. So why is that happen? Because we found that, a lot of or many English classrooms in Indonesia still focus on grammar, teaching and learning process focus on grammar. That's from Mustafa and John 2021 and Mustafa in 2001. And also the teachers are still lack of knowledge and support in terms of implementing literacy instructions. So, and this paper focused on literacy in primary, and then there is, you know, a framework by Tompkins, 2006, that the framework called a balanced approach to literacy instructions that consists of 10 components. And as we can see here, you know, like the components here is reading and phonics and other skills strategies, vocabulary comprehensions, literature, content area study, oral language, writing, and spelling. I think for some components, we all know about that. And if you have questions about this, I think you can ask me about that after my presentations. So these are the reasons why we focus more on teachers in primary schools, because you know, some of the reasons the importance of having literacy in primary schools is that you know, for the language development, literacy instructions can help children develop language development, especially the spoken language for the lower level primary students. And of course, back to the reason why we need to instill literacy in our curriculum, in our instructions, because literacy activities can foster students' critical thinking and other skills, including the 6 C's. And another reason, the importance of focusing literacy instruction on primary teachers is that the academic success, because according to Leahy and Fitzpatrick, 2017, like fluent readers at early age can lead to future success. So in that case, the literacy instructions should be, you know, structured, organized, you know, from lower level of support, from higher level of support and to lower level of support. So probably, you know, like for in the beginning, we can see like in here, you know, maybe for the first grade students in primary school, you can model it, yeah. When I said integrated, is we integrate reading and writing, because there's, you know, some authors mentioned, you know, the importance of connecting reading and writing. So here, this is I took from Tompkins, 2006. You know, while when you model this reading, yeah, the teachers read aloud and model how good readers read fluently. While in writing, teachers writes in front of students, creating a text, doing the writing and thinking aloud. And then gradually, when you the students can, you know, build their reading skills and writing skill, you can have a shared model where teacher and students read books together. So here in writing, teachers and students create a text together. So this is what we call shared. And move to interactive model. Teacher and students read together and take turns doing reading. While in writing, teacher and students create the text and share the pen to do the writing. So again, we can see here the role of teachers are, you know, so much, you know, affected or influenced, yeah, in this integrated literacy instructions. And then move to guided model. Here, teacher explains teacher plans and teaches reading lessons to small homogeneous groups using instructional level books. Here is in reading, while in writing, teacher plans and teaches lessons on writing procedures, strategy, or skills. And then if your students are, you know, get to the fluent or become a fluent readers, maybe you can have them become an independent, where students can choose and read self-directed books independently. And then they can also use the writing process to write stories, informational books. So this is what I would like to propose in my paper to overcome or to help the teachers, especially in English language teachers who teach in primary school to have integrated language literacy instructions while connecting reading and writing in the classroom. So I think that's all from my presentation. Thank you. And if you have any questions, I would be happy to have one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Suskawati. This is great topic, I think, because it is an integrated an integrated program to support primary teachers in literacy instruction. Okay, for the audience, if you have any questions, please. Let me know or let us know. Okay, for the audience, do you have any questions to Ibu Susilawati?
May I ask, dear
Okay.
Mrs. Lawati? Okay.
Please.
Thank you for your presentation. It was very insightful. And my question is, how do you conduct the interactive writing? I mean, how do you encourage your students to have the willing to do the writing? Thank you.
Miss Delta, I'm sorry I couldn't hear you well. How can I what?
Repeat your questions, Miss.
All right. So is my voice audible now?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. How do you conduct your interactive writing? Because I mean, like, how do you encourage your students to have the will to do the writing? That's my question. Miss.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. For this integrated language instructions, I haven't done it yet in a formal primary school level. This is my reflections. I did another paper about a narrative inquiry on teachers, how to, how primary teachers, learn literacy or teach literacy in primary schools. And in my previous study, I found out that, some primary teachers, they lack of knowledge of teaching literacy, because they haven't been equipped to teach or to get the knowledge and skills when they were in a pre-service teachers program. And this program, actually, because I did not teach, I don't teach the primary school level. So I tried to have this program with, a group of students outside, outside schools. And then the one, when we interact, when I asked them to have an interactive writing, because this is, like teachers and students, right? So I try to, use some strategies in modeling. So I try to model this, the reading and writing first, and then I make it contextual. For example, like, what is your favorite food? And then we read like a textbook about someone's favorite food, something like that, and then come up with our own writing. So we try to collaborate that together. That's what I did so far. Hopefully this this is a proposal, so maybe this, my proposal can be done in a formal elementary level, school level. Thank you, Ms. Zelda.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Alva. For the others, do you still have questions to Ibu Susilawati?
Okay.
Okay, please for the others. Okay, oh yeah. May I ask you a question, Ibu Susilawati?
Yes, thank you. Please,
Okay,
Annie.
yeah,
Miss
I
Annie.
just want to know,
Mhm.
this is still a proposal, or did you conduct your research?
Yeah, like I mentioned to you before, you
Mhm.
know, I don't I teach the primary school level, but I interviewed some of the primary school teachers in terms of how they teach literacy in primary schools. And then from their testimonies, I found that they were lack of knowledge and skills on how to teach literacy in the primary school. And I tried to search for studies and theories framework on how to teach literacy instructions. And I found this an integrated program that combined reading and writing. But in reading and writing, we can see that there are some like 10 components that we need to include when we teach reading and writing, like what we like my previous slides before. So
Okay.
it's like spelling, comprehensions, phonics as
Mm.
well. There are so many components that we need to consider when we integrate this teaching, reading and writing. And then, again, my trial is only for a group of students outside school hours. So that's, this is something that
Primary
probably
teachers.
is not the same as in when we do it in primary school in formal school context. That's my
Okay.
my
Does it
situation.
mean Does it mean that this is an ND or case study?
Yeah, this is a kind
Your
of a needs
research design?
analysis. Yeah. This is the
Okay.
program, the proposed
Not going
the
to conduct
proposed
an
model.
ND.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Hopefully, your proposal will run well.
Thank you.
Succeed to achieve your Bu Susilawati, you are
Yeah.
a doctor.
Oh yeah.
Doctor student?
Okay. Yes. So I think
Doctor student?
my session has ended, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now
Okay.
it's my turn to introduce you, yeah, Miss Annie. So
Okay.
yeah, thank you again, audience, to still attend this session. I'd like to introduce Miss Annie Fiani from Universitas PGRI Silampri, Indonesia, and she will present her paper entitled Assessing EFL's University Students' Writing Through Grammarly Business. Isn't it? Yes, Miss Annie?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Miss
Thank
Annie,
you, Bu
yeah, you
Susilawati.
have 15 minutes to present your papers.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present what I have done in assessing EFL University students' writing through Grammarly Business. Okay, but before I'm going to present, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you make it into slideshow, Miss Annie?
Okay. Yes. Please wait a moment because there is a problem with my laptop. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen in slideshow?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. This is, I think it is mini research that I have done in assessing EFL University students writing to Grammarly business and why in this presentation I'm going to um, divide it into four sections: introduction, research method, findings and discussion, and the last one is conclusion. Yeah, the reason why I select this topic, as we know that since technology is rapidly developing and the COVID-19 has been there, um, many programs have been created to support the language learner in achieving better language proficiency. Yeah, one of them is automated writing evaluation. In part, I call it AWE. Okay, AWE is a computerized program or an EA program which can assess or evaluate and rate writing automatically using online checking system. Okay, one of them is Grammarly Business. Okay, why I choose Grammarly Business? Because it is a premium, one of premium business that we can. Um, this program provides more details than free version. Okay, and from this application or from this system, we can preview our students or our students' tasks by looking at the feedback and correction given by the system and can start to revise them as well as set the time in checking and evaluating our students' writings. Okay, from this system, also we can check spelling, grammar, and punctuation errors. And it also provides a comprehensive and useful feedback, including correction and suggestion to make the writing more legible or readable, clear, precise, effective, error-free, and impactful. Okay. Um, yeah, as we know that writing is one of the most challenging tasks for students, especially for the first year students. Yeah, of course, they writing have many mistakes to make our yeah, to save our time in yeah, in evaluating or assessing the students' task. We can use Grammarly Business as an alternative to help us to check their writing. Okay, this is the differences between free, premium, and business Grammarly. Okay, in Grammarly Business, we can get more comprehensive, I think, rather than other applications. So that in this study, I'm going to yeah, investigate students writing using Grammarly Business. Okay, in conduct this research, I use a descriptive qualitative and then the participants, I'm so sorry, I didn't mention it. The participant was the first year students in Universitas PGRI Silampari. And then how to collect the data, I use a writing task. Okay, this is actually it is the result of my class. Okay, I asked them to write two texts or two paragraphs, descriptive and narrative, and then try to analyze their task. Okay, in analyzing their writing, I use three steps. classifying, identifying, and categorizing. Classifying here, I try to upload their writing into the application, and then and try to find the result or the evaluation result in PDF form, and then from PDF form I try to identify based on the linguistic problems that I have found, and the last one, based on the result, I try to categorize the findings into 4 features of Grammarly business. Okay, and 4 features here, they are correctness, clarity, engagement, and delivery. Okay, in the findings, for the first finding, I found and I tried to calculate the means of linguistic problems from my students' writing, correctness, clarity, engagement, and delivery. From this table, I found that correctness or grammar, I think it is the highest problems that I have found. Okay, and then this is the example of students' linguistic problems. Yeah, in determiner use, and then text inconsistencies, comma misuse within clause, wrong or missing prepositions, punctuation in compound or complex sentences, misspelled words, it is included in correctness, and then passive voice misuse, word sentences, and unclear sentences, it is in clarity part, and word choice monotonous sentence, it is categorized into engagement, and the last one, incomplete sentences, it is and delivery part of Grammarly business. Okay, from this findings, and then yeah, the example that I had already found in students' writing, yeah, the highest problem is the correctness aspect. Although during the process in analyzing students' writing, I have found that this system has several weaknesses, such as misleading feedback and inability in checking context and content of writing. Yeah, I, as ELA teachers, can apply Grammarly to save time and boost my students' confidence when writing, because the result of the evaluation feedback from the system, we can give them to our students so that they can check by themselves in which part of their they have did their errors in writing. Okay, thank you very much. That's all my presentation. Please, Ibu Susulawati.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
if you
you.
have any questions.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Annie,
You're welcome.
for this meaningful presentations about Grammarly business. Okay. Any questions or comments for Ibu Annie, for Miss Annie, from the audience? How many of your participants again, Miss Annie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell that that are 30
30.
30
So there are
students. Okay.
30 students. So
Yeah.
are they in second year or in what level are they?
The first year students in the first
First year
semester.
students.
Yeah, the first
Okay.
semester.
Yes. Any questions? Maybe I would like to share. I mean, Grammarly nowadays, can be used in maybe some or many institutions, even like in teacher education, English teacher education. Unfortunately, in my institutions, that applications is not allowed yet. So
Hopefully next
yes.
time.
So the students, should be, they should learn how to write correctly, and
Yeah.
try to go through the process of constructing a good paragraph.
Okay. Of course, Bu Susmawati, because her writing is not all of I think many students feel that this skill is the most challenges.
Yes, yes.
The most challenge skill for them to
Right.
master or to can write in a correct way.
Yeah.
So I think Grammarly can can help us as an alternative to check, because if we try to evaluate our students' writing manually, it took much time.
Okay.
So from this application we can save our time to check in basic errors such as
Okay.
punctuation and then grammar.
I see. All right. Any feedback or maybe comments for both of us, probably?
Any, do you mind to answer my questions for
Yes,
the
go
last
ahead,
time?
Ms. Ilza.
Okay. Okay. So basically, Grammarly needs some internet access to use it, right? And do you have any other alternative to on grammar checking, so we can use it in our what is it daily activities at school?
Okay. As far as I know that not only Grammarly that we can use to check our writing. There are several such as Grammar Checker and then Quillbot, but unfortunately that this application is in online to use it. But in offline, I didn't found it yet. I'm so sorry. I cannot answer your question in offline version. Because in online version, when we use Grammarly, we can also check the level of plagiarism from our writing. And to use it, of course, we should in online. You should be in online. Oh.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ilza, for the question. If there is any questions or feedback or comments to both of us, what should we do? The committee, there is an operator here.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Susilawati and also Ms. Kani. Let me introduce myself, even though it's late. My name is Elza, and I am the PIC of this room.
Okay.
and also I act as a timekeeper. And because the discussions is over, thank you very much for the insightful discussion. Now we have finished our parallel session 1.
Mhm.
After this, all of the participants and also the presenters, please kindly leave this breakout room and
Mhm.
return to the main room for the plenary session.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for the fruitful discussion and have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.